Right now, there are trillions of living organisms crawling on your skin. Waves of invisible radiation pass through your body, and every breath you take carries molecules that have traveled the globe. We live in a world we can't see, but it shapes everything we know. Let's start with the microscopic. Your body is home to more microbial cells than human ones. The microbiome, tiny bacteria, fungi, and viruses helps digest your food, protects your skin, and even influences your mood. In just 1 teaspoon of soil, there are more organisms than people on Earth. We think of air as empty, but it's a soup of gases, particles, pollen, pollution, and microbes. And then there's light and radiation. UV rays from the sun, infrared from our bodies, and even Wi-Fi and cell signals. An invisible storm we live in 24/7. But zoom in even further, and the world breaks down into atoms and subatomic particles. You are 99.9999999% empty space. At this level, particles can be in 2 places at once. Observation changes reality. Welcome to the quantum world. Gravity, magnetism, dark matter forces we can't see, yet they're constantly at work. Magnetic fields steer birds, gravity holds galaxies, and dark matter, we've never seen it, but it may make up most of the universe. So this invisible world isn't just fascinating, it's essential. It powers your life, holds the universe together, and reminds us what we see is just a sliver of what's really there. The more we uncover, the more wonder we find. Let's start where we always start, with you. Literally, your body is home to trillions of bacteria, fungi, and viruses. This community of microbes, your microbiome, lives on your skin, in your gut, all around you. So let's get very, very close. You may think your skin is a wall, but it's actually a doorway. Tiny pores at surface, each opening to an oil gland that secretes a fatty acid. These form a protective film. But there's more. Every square centimeter of your skin hosts 10 million bacteria. Many are harmless residents like Propionibacter. Others help keep things hygienic, like Staphylococcus epidermidis, which kills off dangerous invaders by consuming their resources. A healthy balance keeps your skin disease-free, but when disrupted, this delicate ecosystem can lead to skin conditions. And yes, that includes acne, which is caused by a bacterium named Cutibacterium acnes. Within your gut, it's even more crowded. Here, the action is intense. Some bacteria break down complex carbs and fiber that we can't digest, producing vitamins like K and some B vitamins. Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium are your gut buddies, keeping things running smoothly. But the party doesn't stop there. Fungi also call your gut home. Candida, a type of yeast, is normally kept in check by other microbes. But when their numbers get too high, watch out for oral thrush and vaginal yeast infections. These unwelcome guests can cause discomfort and irritation. Now let's go a little further. Outside our bodies, in the tiniest volume of air, there are 10 billion bacteria. These airborne microbes hitchhike on dust, pollen, and even other microorganisms. They travel globally in a process called global atmospheric dispersion. Take a deep breath and you're breathing in some of these microbes. While most are harmless, some can cause illness, especially if you have lung conditions. That's why people with asthma might find relief in probiotic pills and nasal sprays. These introduce beneficial bacteria to help fight off harmful ones. When we think of air, we often imagine it as empty, but it's not. Besides these tiny tenants, air is a bustling highway of energy. Let's dive right in. Light particles called photons zip through the air like speedy bikers. They come from the sun and carry radiant energy. But it's not just photons on the road. There are X-rays and gamma rays shooting through from deep space. Their paths are mostly clear, but they can bounce off air molecules causing ionization. That's how radiation can damage DNA and cause cancer. Good news though, Earth's atmosphere acts as a shield, blocking most of these cosmic rays. Let's turn up the heat. Infrared rays carry thermal energy. Our bodies are constantly emitting them. That's how we sense temperature. All objects emit infrared radiation, and oddly enough, we can see these rays as colors in night vision goggles. Now let's turn our eyes to the sky. Most of the sun's energy reaches Earth as visible light, but a good chunk is actually infrared. It's why sunburns happen. And remember those cosmic rays. They also emit infrared. Finally, let's tune in to radio waves. They have the longest wavelength. Cell phones, TVs, and Wi-Fi routers beam them out, but they're not alone. Our bodies also emit radio waves. This is the bioradioelectric effect. It's weak, but it's there. Our planet is swimming in a sea of invisible energy, connecting us and shaping life in ways we're only beginning to understand. It's time to shrink again, this time down to the tiniest building blocks of matter. We're talking atoms. Picture this. An atom is like a solar system. A central core has positively charged protons and neutrons packed tightly together. Electrons whiz around the core in shells like planetary orbits. But here's the kicker. Atoms are mostly empty space. If you were the size of a soccer ball, your atomic core would be about the size of a proton. The rest is pure emptiness. And within that emptiness, weirdness reigns. This is the quantum realm, where the rules of the big world don't apply. Particles like electrons exhibit a property called superposition. They can be in two places at once. Until we measure them, their exact location is a mystery. It's like a coin spinning in the air before landing on heads or tails. But here's the catch. When we observe the electron, we influence its behavior. It's as if the coin knew we were watching and chose the outcome. This is the observer effect. Welcome to the quantum world. It's a place where uncertainty and observation intertwine to shape reality. Here, particles like electrons don't just exist in one place at a time. They can be in two places, existing in multiple states, until observed. It's like a game of hide and seek, where the seeker's presence changes, where the hiders are found. These bizarre phenomena aren't just theoretical musings. They have real-world applications. For example, quantum computing harnesses superposition and entanglement, another quantum quirk where particles become linked. This allows quantum computers to perform calculations in multiple states, potentially solving problems that would take classical computers millions of years. As we dig deeper into the quantum world, we find that our everyday intuitions about reality simply don't apply. It's a world turned upside down where particles play by different rules. But here's the mind-blowing part. We exist in this quantum realm, too. We're made of atoms, and every interaction we have, every decision we make, ripples through this quantum sea. Zooming out a bit, we find ourselves back in the familiar surroundings of our daily lives. Yet now, armed with the knowledge of what lies beneath, we see the world with new eyes. We realize that our actions, our thoughts, and even our observations shape the very fabric of reality. Invisible forces shape the world in ways we can't see, yet they're always at work. Let's explore the unseen forces that influence everything. Picture this. You're holding a magnet. You move it near some iron filings. Notice anything? Wow. The filings seem to be attracted to the magnet. This attraction is due to magnetic fields. Every magnet has one. Even the Earth itself is a giant magnet. Its magnetic field lines run from the South Pole to the North Pole, acting like an invisible force field. Animals like birds use these lines for navigation, making long flights easier. Next, let's talk gravity. It pulls us down to Earth and keeps us there. But did you know there's more to gravity than meets the eye? Imagine the Earth as a giant ball. Every object around it feels a pull towards its center. This pull is the gravitational field of the Earth. But here's the twist. Everything with mass has a gravitational field. Even you. Yes, you have a gravitational field, but it's so weak we can't notice it. Now let's shift to something more mysterious. Dark matter. Scientists believe it makes up a whopping 80% of the matter in the universe, yet we can't see or touch it. It's invisible. How do we know it's there? Because of its gravitational effects. Galaxies rotate faster than they should, and that extra speed is likely due to the influence of dark matter. Think of it as an invisible web holding the universe together. These invisible forces may be hidden from our sight, but their effects are undeniable. They guide the paths of celestial bodies and influence the very structure of the universe. From the Earth's magnetic field to the enigmatic presence of dark matter, the unseen world is a constant reminder of the mysteries that lie at the heart of our existence. So the next time you look up at the stars or feel the gentle breeze on your skin, remember that there's a world unseen, a world of forces and particles that shape our reality in ways we're only just beginning to understand. We live in a world we can't see. It's all around us. Understanding it helps us solve big problems like climate change and disease. But it also makes life more magical. It's a world of endless wonder. So, stay curious.